blanket,
Brandon Barker leads this race, followed by Tom Pettit. Good side-by-side action for third. It's Reggie leaving to the inside. Here comes Ben Tinker. And then there's Clyde Hennessy in car number 8.
So it's in there either way.
Hennessy, who a few years ago had this race in the bag. He led the first 86 circuits of this event and checked out and had contact with a lapped vehicle.
Just remember
Did not finish the race. But Clyde Hennessy in the number 8, certainly a long-distance driver. And again, if you're new here to Beach Ridge Motor Speedway and you're looking for someone to pick here tonight, of course, you want to look at the drivers who are starting up in front. Brandon Barker would be a good pick. He's going to start on the outside of row number 1. If he wins this race, then there's Craig Smith, who won qualifier number 1. But a driver who can move his way through the field. I mean, this field is stacked. I could point out Frank Ware. I could point out the 8 of Clyde Hennessy. The veteran driver certainly can make it happen. These drivers normally run 35 laps in their feature events, but with the extra distance here tonight, and the strategy comes in play. Remember, they have the mandatory pit stop at lap number 75. Brandon Barker, when he is not racing here at Beach Ridge, spends his free time with 2012 Pro Series champion Brad Babb.
Yep.
And also Joey DeWyron too on the Pro All-Star Series. They help him, he helps them, it all works out, and it's certainly showing in the results. But how about Tom Bennett? As I pointed out last week, Tom Bennett just may be this year's Brandon Barker. Last year, Barker came into the series, nabbed a couple of wins early on, and I'm not saying we didn't expect Brandon Barker to run this strong, but when he had come out of the Whiz Kids and the Pro Series, heat number 1.
Once you get free,
Qualifier
you got
number
those
2 on
guys
the racetrack to
on
the inside. Car number 7 will start from the inside of row number 1. That is Kurt Gary to the outside, returning after 13 years of being away from the driver's seat. Robbie Harrison in car number 12, inside of row number 2. Actually, row number 2 made up of childhood buddies. Mike Fowler on the inside and Joe Pastore, who was thrilling in a legend car on Thursday night. More on that as the night progresses, but Pastore will start in position number 4. The Naughty Body to the inside of row number 3. 2010 champion Dan McKay to the outside. The driver who won the legend race on Thursday night is Reed Lamper out of Manchester. Car number 51 back in the field after graduating high school last Saturday night. It's Westbrook's John Peters. To the outside, Garrett Hall in car number 94. Defending champion of this division, Dave Farrington, car number 23 will start next. To the outside, first time in the car after a couple of weeks off, Bobby Timmons in car number 48. At the back, last week's winner, Tyler King. And to the outside, car number 33 will start next. That's good for Steve Jones, his first race of the year.
Steve Jones is racing. We didn't even know it.
Just a correction on that one, it's Richie Dearborn in car number 33. Jones listed on our roster, but I saw the Rory Builders 33, and that, of course, goes along with the Dearborn car, a regular in the Pro All-Star Series, right behind car number 23, and the 51 of John Peters. Oh, trouble! Right in the front, as everything around him, he's falling off into Kurt Gary! And somehow, we stay green! Caution coming out of the racetrack now is Reed Lamper. And what a drive by Joe Pastore on the inside going into turn number 1. Pastore could have easily tagged the number 12. And certainly a driver who knows his way around this racetrack. Got his start at the age of 8 running in the now defunct go-kart series. But certainly moved up through the sports series in the early 2000s. Took some time off and then moved up into the Pro All-Star Series to run their sportsman division where he was a champion and won so many races. But back at home, and last year, ran here in a limited fashion, but running the Pro Series this year right behind Reed Lamper. And Lamper, who finished number 2 in the point standings this year, or excuse me, last year, isn't... you know, you talk to either Reed or his father Scott, and say you're having a pretty good year, or his crew chief Jason Ricker, and they're not happy on where they're at, which is amazing to me. I mean, it just goes to show how competitive this division is. We have Reed Lamper, who's currently number 3 in the point standings. I mean, he's only 17 points out, and it's still early to really start talking about this year's champion and whatnot, but the same amount of points are awarded in this race as they are on the final week, so in my thinking, of course, every single race is important, and a position that you give up on, June the 13th can be just as important as one on, a late August night. So number 3 in the point standings, but they don't have that win. And talking to Reed and his family, I saw Scott a little bit earlier this week, or last week actually, and he says, we're just not running it. We're not where we need to be. And then on Thursday nights, ran here the Legend for the very first time of the year. Of course, Reed had graduated from the Legend division and moved up into the Pro Series. In between, he had become a development driver for Dale Earnhardt Jr. But last year decided to really focus on racing here at Beech Ridge. There's one thing to be a driver that kind of, you have your driver's suit and you have your helmet and you fly off down to Mid-Atlantic and you run Motor Mile Speedway, but you can learn so much by being around your team and learning about race cars. That's what Ray did last year, and a successful year running in second in the point standings, but still looking for that first win. They're not satisfied just yet. Let's see what happens up on turn number 4. Green is out. Kurt Gary and Joe Pastore now. Pastore to the outside. Car number 20 corners down the backstretch. Number 7, Kurt Gary rides in position number 2. Here comes Reed Lamper to the inside. Looks like Lamper has the horsepower, but looking for the real estate off of turn number 2. It's the Bobby Timmons. Remember, he started at the back of the pack, has sawed the field in half, and car number 48 to the inside of Garrett Hall. If you're looking for a driver to follow to come through the pack and challenge for a win, it could be car number 48, as Timmons looked like he was going to make it 3 wide that time. Timmons wheels into the inside. Reed Lamper finds some gas in car number 59. Bobby Timmons to the inside of Dan McKay. The battle is for third. It looks like that Timmons has more power than the 2 drivers that he is contesting. And showing a bit of patience in car number 48, but the laps are winding down. 8 down this time. 4 to go. McKay on the outside, but he really is wallpaper at this point, not able to move. And is in danger of being moved by Garrett Hall. Car 94 comes alive. Meanwhile, Dave Farrington in car number 23. The Kowicki Driver Development Program car 23. Challenging Garrett Hall with 2 laps to go. In about 30 seconds, we'll find out who's the winner. Right now it's Pastore. Car number 7, Kurt Gary, a solid second. The challenge is for position number 4. Here comes Bobby Timmons to the inside, and now Garrett Hall. McKay losing time in group number 2. White flag out, 1 to go. Richie Dearmore now coming alive on the outside. Look at the black number 33. Challenging the 23 defending champion, Dave Farrington, is in the corner. Checkered flag out, Pastore's got a minute, followed by Kurt Gary. 59 of Reed Lampert, then it is Bobby Timmons and Garrett Hall rounding out your top 5. Woo! Intense. Wow. 2 different words. I think I forgot to breathe there for a couple of laps. Crazy stuff. And this isn't their marquee event of the year. Can you imagine what it's going to be like for the Pro Series 125 and the Wildcat 50 in 2 weeks? That's coming up on June 27th. Next week, of course, is the autograph session. So next Saturday, the